Okay, 1975. Good luck. We get white with this one. So opponent, 2,700 games of rapid, but 54,000 overall. So yeah, mainly a blitz player. Let's go e3 for this, the more modern way of playing this reti opening. Let's play c4. Develops his bishop. Okay. Wonder if a move like knight in might be a move. You don't generally want to move pieces twice in the open if you can help it, but we can go here, attack the bishop. Try and get the bishop off the board. It's probably a good move actually with this being here. We can obviously take as well. You likely go with a pawn. We can launch forward. We can play knight up. Say I go out wide. He can't come down. If he goes back, we can trade. If he comes in, we can push. I like the look of that actually. You wouldn't normally move a piece twice in the opening, but I'm going to do so because he's put the bishop in the firing line. Now he could obviously take. We can take back. There's no immediate check from the queen, but he can push on and attack the knight. I've seen that. So he's gone back over. Okay, I'm just going to take there and see what he does. He takes with a bishop, so I'm going to develop and attack the bishop again. Just got to watch out for an attack to my knight, so we might end up wasting a move coming back here, but our opponent's had to move their bishop quite a few times as well. Okay, so that's what he's done. He's launched forward, attacking our knight, so we've only really got the one move. Oh, I'll say one move there. Can we go to f5? Because we've got a very nice square at g3, haven't we? Or we can just take the bishop first and see if he goes with the pawn. Then go to f5 maybe. I quite like that actually. I'm going to get rid of his bishop first. I can throw a check in or a check in. I can play knight across. So if I check, I guess he'll block. But knight across looks like a very nice move to me. I've got the g3 square to run back to if I need to. If I need a bailout move. He's got no check. So no immediate threat. So now I'm going to develop the bishop and pin that knight. Just make sure I can castle. That's the idea there. So he's attacked our knight, so it's time to retreat. I don't see anything better. So let's come back over. It does kind of invite a bit of trouble, doesn't it? But then you've got to get your king safe as well. So we can develop here, attack the knight. Can't really launch in the center just yet, so I'm just going to castle. Yeah, this is the one slight issue I might have now, is how do I develop here? That might have just allowed me to do it. I'll just click that little fan off there. I'm looking at queen up here, but it gives him a development move. But if I take and he takes, can I grab a pawn without getting into trouble? Maybe. So he might defend it with the queen. He might do. And then I'm trying to play a move like d4. Takes, takes, so it's just an isolated pawn for each of us. Might not be brilliant. So he has indeed gone with the queen. So what about knight back preparing this? Is that a bit slow? Maybe. I'm just going to play it anyway. It's a little bit bold. If he attacks us, we'll take. If he takes, we can take here. And then we're threatening a check, but we're just going to be left with an isolated pawn. But we're getting developed. We're just trying to get developed. So we can play a move like bishop up now, I think. I don't see why not. I mean, maybe he's got knight down to attack the bishop. And then we'll probably end up just trading here or something. Yeah, it might be going wrong this game. Knight down looks like a strong move actually, doesn't it? And then this gets crumpled up. Yeah, he has indeed attacked us there. So do we want to try and keep this bishop? I think I need to take because the pawn is loose, so we'll do that. Now I think I need the queen back, but where? I want to do this, but I don't want to restrict my queen, so I'm going to play queen back first. I expect a move like knight in. I'll play pawn up, takes, takes. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but I think we need to do it. Actually, let's develop the rook first and hit the pawn. If he takes, we're going to take back. He doesn't that move. Okay, let's push the pawn up then. I'll pre-move in case he takes here. Oh, he just grabbed the pawn. That could actually be better for us than him messing our pawn structure up, even though we've lost a pawn. How to deal with this? I think we take and we come across and hit the knight and the pawn here. That looks sensible. Although the knight is protected, isn't it, by the queen? Let's develop our rook. Ooh, that's loose though, but I think it's the move because the queen guards. If he stays on this diagonal, it's slightly problematic. I might need to move like h3. Miles down on the clock again. Okay, so I could actually play that move and look for a queen trade, but we're down a pawn, so probably not sensible. So I'm just going to kick that knight back. And then maybe just activate the queen. Not sure. This knight feels a bit misplaced now, doesn't it? Nowhere to really run to. Let's get our queen across, then hit the pawn, but we're just trying to get pieces developed. Maybe rook across, chase the queen, try and get around the back. I don't see how my knight goes forward now. Also, he's letting us take this pawn. So the idea here takes... I don't see what his idea is. I'll take the pawn. So we're now double attacking this one. If he attacks us, we take. He can take here and put pressure on, I guess, and his rook is really safe. So it could be a blunder to take both pawns, letting him in. It's risk and reward for both of us. Then we've got this versus this, I guess. Yeah, once his rook gets here, actually, that is problematic, isn't it? But I'm kind of committed now, so I'm going to have to do it. If he plays rook here, I think we'd trade, but he doesn't. I didn't expect him to. So do we consider that? Or do we just run and run? At some point, he's going to attack this, and I'll have to defend. So what if I go there now? Takes, check here. His knight would be loose. Or do I just do this? I don't see a better move, so I'm going to push the pawn. Whether I can keep the pawn is another matter. If we could swap these two off, then it's obviously a lot more level. Now, we've just blundered though, haven't we? Allowing this nice idea. Although I've got queen here. He's protected that, so if I go here, he can't take that move because the knight would hang. But he's got knight in, I can trade, so I have to defend, I think. Can he go really bold like this? Because right now I'm attacking his knight, but his queen protects it. But if he takes a pawn, I could take. So he's gone there to chase us. We can throw a check in. And then maybe come back here. Or we can just come back here immediately. I'm not sure if it matters, but it probably does. I'm just going to throw a check in. Can't quite push the pawn, can I? So maybe queen back. Or is he going to potentially repeat? Okay. Let's come back then. I'm not sure how many points I would lose if I draw this. I'll lose rating points if I draw it, but it's a difficult position, isn't it? Difficult position, so we might be able to repeat. If we come back, take. I'm not sure I fancy my chances, but that's the fun of chess. We could go here, try and keep this. Check. Yeah, if I could check and then bring the rook forward, it would be nice. I'd play on. I don't see quite how to do it. Queen here. It looks too risky to me. Okay, we've got to draw with that one. I've lost 2 rating points. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. His rating was close enough to mine. Let's just see how balanced it actually was in engine speak. It feels risky to me, so let's just pause so we don't accidentally start another game. We've got 31 moves, so they're the move times for both players. We just see what the eval was at the end, see if there's anything to learn from the opening play. But it looks like it was level. It was actually level, yeah. So it's basically the whole game has essentially been level. We both played it well, 93 versus 94 on the accuracy, and no bad blunders from either of us, just logical, common sense development moves, and we both played a decent game at our level. So knight across there actually was a decent move, chasing the bishop. You wouldn't normally move your pieces twice like that. Knight f5, though, I shouldn't have gone for. Just develop the queen. Attack the 2 there. Okay, I should have just played queen b3. It's the only move it suggests there. So black is marginally that little bit better now for basically the whole of the rest of the game. So draw's not a bad result for us. So here, I should have just developed the rook and stacked the queen side. That's counterintuitive to me. But I should have just done that, not worried about this pawn. So black's now +1 better. I'm not sure why he didn't actually go for this line, just break our structure up, but he preferred to take the pawn. Which actually, yeah, it was a mistake. He should have just developed his rook. So he should have just developed the rook instead. And we played bishop g5. I'm not sure what that does. We just literally abandon the pawn and move the bishop to a square. That's not really doing a lot unless we're trying to trap the knight or something. Bishop takes h3. The knight goes back. Then we come and attack the bishop. So the bishop goes back. Yeah, these are very unusual moves. These are very odd moves. These are not the type of moves that you'll see me play. They're just very odd, very odd moves. But that's what we should have done. And you see, we've both just been playing it well, finding good moves. And then we've ended up repeating here. It's marginally better for black. You could always risk it and play on, but it's marginally better for black. But a draw is still a fair result considering we both played a good game. So, well done.